So many people out there fail, not because they don't have the ability. It's because they don't have the heart to go through adversity.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it.
You'll go through some failures.
When you're in that darkness, you want to sit there and wait for the light to come. But you can't wait. The only way out is to step forward, to face your fears, to become your own light. There's going to be a lot of times y'all about to fail. We are all a work in progress. But in that moment, I want you to remember the power of you. You will change the world.
Even when you're struggling, even when you're discouraged, and you feel like other people have given up on you, don't ever give up on yourself.
The indomitable will, if you have a belief, you can do something. The only way you grow that, like in the gym, you grow your muscles by actually exercising them. To grow the individual will to become something, you must get comfortable with fear and failure. They must be your best friends. They're the only one that moves that needle of life. Every hero you guys had was called an idiot, crazy, a loser. You must break society's status quo. Status quo is normality. It's alive but not living. It's death on a stick, guys. The belief of the individual overrides thousands of people with just intent. Safety, comfort zones are dead zones. You have to continue to push yourself because your true potential will never be matched, guys.
Nobody is going to hit as hard as life, but it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you got to be willing to take the hits.
The future rewards those who press on. With patient and firm determination, I'm going to press on. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on. Stop complaining. Stop crying. We are going to press on. We've got work to do.
What's your why? What motivates you? What pushes you? What drives you? And if that thing is internal, if nobody has to call you, if nobody has to prod you, if nobody has to reward you, if nobody has to give you anything, if you are self-motivated and self-regulated, you can have it, you can be it, you can do it.
Take ownership. Take extreme ownership. Don't make excuses. Don't blame any other person or any other thing. Get control of your ego. Take ownership of everything in your world, the good and the bad. Take ownership of your mistakes, take ownership of your shortfalls, take ownership of your problems, and then take ownership of the solutions that will get those problems solved. Take ownership of your mission. Take ownership of your job, of your team, of your future, and take ownership of your life. And lead to victory.
It's possible you can live your dream. It's necessary that you have a plan of action, that you're resilient, that you stick to, and you work with the system, that you have the vision and never give up, that you become creative and relentless and keep on coming back again and again and again, and that it's you that you got to take personal responsibility to make it happen, and that it's hard. Easy is not an option. And when life knocks you down, jump back up and say, it's not over until I win.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the call. Mr. Murray, can you hear me okay, sir?
Loud and clear, sir.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your 5-in-5 training. I'm Dr. Sergio Rozzelle with the amazing Mr. Al Murray as well. We want to welcome you to your Fast Start 5-in-5 training this Saturday morning. We do this each and every Saturday at 9:00 a.m. So first off, congratulations to you for taking control, taking ownership of your business and in your life and deciding to participate in this training. We want to make sure that everyone has a nice place to take copious notes. You want to make sure that you have 2 copies of your gold Gladiator, your Gladiator Club form. You can get that off of Eagle Team Wealth Builders Worldwide, as well as the Union Facebook pages as well. So make sure that you grab that you have that available. Get all of your team on. And for you seasoned affiliates, welcome. So glad you're here. We can always get training, get better and better and better. So I'm absolutely thrilled to have you guys on. I really appreciate you. And I'm even more thrilled to have the amazing leader that's going to be conducting the training today. This gentleman is a person that came into this business and like gangbusters. He, along with other partners, came into the business. He quickly established himself as a professional networker. He's been in the industry for many years. He's hit the top ranks as the Rookie of the Year of other companies as well. While he's been here, he's managed to hit the Gold Director level. He has a team that is thriving all over the world. He's a sought-after speaker and trainer for the entire Wealth Builders Worldwide family. He is somebody that commands respect, who's taken ownership of his business. But the thing that's so impressive is he has a heart of gold. This gentleman helps anybody and everybody, no matter where they are in the company. He commits to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday to be here. He's on every Wednesday team call. He's on. He makes it to. He supports the Monday night briefing that we have here in the DMV, and he does all this, guys, while being a husband, a father, a caregiver, a local businessman in his own right already. He's coached so many folks. I mean, he's just a tremendous leader. Can't say enough accolades about this gentleman. But what's impressive the most is the amount of his heart. He loves to have fun. And I tell you what, he is absolutely a genius on all the facts about this information. So without further ado, guys, I'd like to reintroduce the gentleman that has just put this thing on fire. He handles our Tuesday and Thursday VGR webinars. He is somebody that we've come to know as a gentleman that is just busting loose. So for that reason, we call him Mr. Al Murray, Mr. Bustin' Loose. I turn the call over to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me. Certainly appreciate that, man. I was telling you, I was thinking to myself, wow, man, I thought I was doing it, helping, assisting you with this training, man, with that awesome introduction. Wasn't quite sure who you were talking about, man, but it's awesome to be thought of in that manner. And I tell you, I do try to keep an attitude of servitude and assisting folks in not only this business, but just in life in general. You know, that's kind of not kind of, but that's what, my Bible teaches me. And I'm just excited to be here, sir. And I certainly appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to assist you with this training and be on this platform that's designed to help new affiliates and affiliates and the like, all affiliates, because this is our 5-and-5 Karat Fast Track bonus training, and it's your first goal in the business. This is exactly what your first goal is to do in this business, and that is to reach the 5-and-5 Fast Track bonus. So we're excited about it. That's what this training is all about. If you are a seasoned affiliate, we want to make sure that we want to ask you and we want to prove to you that this is a training that you should be sending your affiliates to. This training does not take the place of any of the other plethora of trainings that we have that go on throughout Wealth Builders Worldwide. And we're super excited that we have such a large platform. But this platform really here is to delve into some of the specifics that are required to give you guys an opportunity to do some hands-on training with respects to three-way phone calls, putting your list together, contacting and inviting, and what have you. So we're excited, and we've had a proven success. We're helping folks to reach that 5-and-5. So without further ado, we're going to move on. But before I do, I just want to help make sure that we all understand that during your first 5 weeks in the business, your goal is to bring on at least 5 people at your level or higher. What that does for you is it gets you an immediate promotion to the next level. For instance, if you come in as a silver, and let's just say, you know, we don't want to make our minimums our maximum. So in your first 2 weeks in the business, you help 5 people come on board as a silver or higher. What that does is it promotes you to the gold level. And now, obviously, since you got off to a fast start, you still have 3 weeks left in your fast start. So that last 3 weeks, you bring in another additional 5 folks at the gold level or higher, and that promotes you to VIP. So it's a tremendous way to move in the business. It's a tremendous way to also maximize the new compensation enhancements as well. Look, I got an associate trying to reach me right now. It's funny, man, because everybody knows what I'm doing right now, but it's okay. We're going to move forward. So again, we want to encourage each and every one of you, if you haven't done so yet, we want to encourage you to go to wealthbuildersworldwide.info. This is our team website. And on here, you can go in. You'll need to register. You need to view the map, view the entire site. And folks, matter of fact, I'm going to escape out of here real quick and go on. I want to share this site with you in just one moment. But what you'll need to do, this is the wealthbuildersworldwide.info or .net. You'll need to log in right here, create a login. And when you come in, you'll see it just shows everybody the exact steps that it takes to get started in a business. Make sure you have a package, upload your KYC documents, and set up your auto exchange, which is in the works. It should be back up, what I'm hearing, within the month. Then what we want you to do is check out the map, okay? The map here stands for Massive Action Plan. You'll see here you also have your affiliate welcome letter that you should be sending your affiliates. We got a customer welcome letter, forms, and prospect letters on here. So there's a plethora, a toolbox, a presentation, latest news. You've got other resources. But what I want to focus on right now is the map, the Massive Action Plan, folks, because this is what's helping folks all around the world build their businesses, and we're truly excited about that. So when you come here to this site, you can see here the first step is the invitation, okay? And this talks about it. The first thing you want to do is you want to start out with a list of 100 names, all right? Choose your top 20 people from the list and put them on top and contact them immediately. It gives you some ideas of what you should say as well when you're contacting those folks. And then it goes into the presentation, okay? Now, some of us have landing pages that we got here as well, and we generally ask the folks to watch the first 2 videos, and then there's a follow-up conversation. So since this is here, and we have trainings that go on, I just participated in one last night with Rodney Berger, one of the top leaders in the company, that really, they go through this in depth. Okay, we're going to move back. This isn't to reiterate these trainings here because these are available for you, but we're going to go back. But what I want to share with you is I want to share with you another landing page and how to get to the landing page as well. So we're going to log in to our Karatbars website. Okay. And you see here, you can switch to Karat Gold. So this is the SG site that we're going to. Karatbars is more for the gold side. The SG site is more for the coin side. So what we want to do is we want to go to referral links. Okay. And here you will have a quick link right here for folks that just want to get into the business right now. You want to sign up. It gives you the page link for the affiliate sign up or the customer sign up. And as we know, we like to do everyone as affiliates. If someone shows up as a red dot, it means that they signed up as a customer. And then you want to come here to the landing page. So you want to copy this, copy it down to your email, copy it down to your text. I like to text it to myself and I lock it in to my clipboard. So it's always on my phone and I can forward it to someone. So let me do this. I want to show you exactly. I will have to log in there, but I have the link. I have the link embedded to a domain name, Wealth Builders. wbwwealthsystem.com. That's my domain name that I actually, is rather than just giving them the link, I give out that domain name and it takes you right here. This is the website that basically you're given on that SG side there. And what I do is I ask folks to watch this video. It's a short video. It's only about 8 minutes long. It piques their interest and what have you. And what's awesome about this as well is when you click the register button here, it takes the person right to register to sign up, and all of your information is already in there as well. I think this may take me back to dashboard because I'm already logged in. Okay, great. And there you see it. It comes up. So you can take the person straight to sign up as an affiliate right here. And if you do this, let me just show you. There you go. You've got the sponsor details. The sponsor ID are already in there. So they just create their username and password, and they're on their way to getting signed up. So with that, folks, this is what another way that we can expose folks. Is a kind of a shorter way of doing things. The other landing page on Wealth Builders Worldwide is a more thorough presentation. It's a little longer to go through that process, and some affiliates find it better just to use a shorter video and then move straight into the three-way phone call there. So whatever it is that your team is looking to do, then you go ahead and you work it that particular way. So we're excited, folks, and I'm going to move on. 4 important ingredients to your business. First and foremost is your mindset. You've got to have an I will until mindset. That just simply means that whatever it is your goal is, you will do it, until you reach it. So it's an I will until mindset. Okay, mindset is everything in this business, folks. Let's talk about your why, because that why is one of those important ingredients as well. It's your reasons, your reasons why you're in the business. And if you're a sponsor, you should know the reasons why every one of your associates is in this business. If you are just signed up as a new affiliate, you should identify those whys. Your why is something that should make you cry, folks. It's the real reason that you are in this business. And next is the list, folks. Your ability to contact and invite using third-party tools and other people is vital to your success in this business. So let's talk about the importance of philosophy. And I love Jim Rohn. I mentor from him. Dr. Rozzelle and I talk about Jim Rohn's teachings quite often. And what I love about Jim Rohn is he talks about a few disciplines practiced daily leading to success. He also says that a few errors in judgment practiced daily lead to failure. And as you go through these daily processes, whether you're doing a few simple disciplines practice every day or a few errors in judgment, you can go along that path and it seems as though nothing isn't affecting you negatively or positively, because it can seem that way. But then all of a sudden, the compounded effect leads you towards that success or failure. So understand this, folks, and I love this because this is what this training is all about. This is why we teach people to turn your cars and automobiles into driving university, because it's about the programming. We're first programmed by our parents, and our parents teach us generally through punishment what we should do and what we shouldn't do. And in this business, since we understand that human beings are the most adaptable creatures on the face of this earth, if we can understand how to program our mind to do the things and to think the way that we wanted to, we can achieve the levels of success that we want, because it's this programming that leads to your thoughts and your philosophies. Your thoughts and your philosophies then lead to the attitude. So if you've got positive thoughts or positive philosophies, a few disciplines practiced daily that leads you to the proper attitude, then folks, then you do this business with a smile. You do it with love in your heart. You do it because you understand that it's worthwhile for you to share this opportunity with somebody else because it benefits them. And by helping them, then you're able to help yourself and your family. So you have the right attitude, and those right attitudes, then they lead to the proper activity, all right, which leads to the results that you're looking for, and which ultimately take you towards the lifestyle that you live, towards success or failure, folks. So understand, a lot of times we focus on the production side of things. Oh, I need to do more. But many times is when we need to come back and start looking at our mindset. So what we want to do right now. And this exercise is not this training is not a training where you're just going to be sitting here listening to Al Murray or Dr. Sergio Rozzelle. You know, we open this up, and it's a training whereby which we look for participation. So now, understanding that your why, your reasons why you're doing this business, understand your why, as I said a little earlier, should make you cry. It must be strong enough to motivate you, folks. And it's not about the money. Sometimes folks will say, well, you know, my goal, I want to make it. We're not talking about your goals, okay? We're talking about why you're actually doing the business. So, you know, folks will say, oh, my goal is to make $5,000 a month. You know, okay, well, what is it that money, that $5,000 a month will do for you? That gets more towards the core reasons why you're doing the business, okay? It should keep you going when you're ready to quit. I was just talking to Crypto Steve yesterday, and he was just talking about, you know, how he's telling folks in the beginning when he's sitting down with them, going through a game plan interview, if you will, you know, is it okay? What is it okay when you start feeling like you're ready to quit? Is it okay that I come back to you and I motivate you, and how do you want me to motivate you? You know, and this is how he's getting into the why, okay? And that's just so important, folks, and it really, really keeps people moving because, you know, such as my one of my whys is really to be able to bring my wife home from work. She's a giving person. We caregive for her mother, and she just works extremely hard. I mean, she's a high-level producer, and, you know, it's just time to bring her home. You know what I mean? And that's one of my whys. And, you know, so when things get hard for me, you know, Mr. Young, he's about 2 weeks ago, literally, maybe 3, it was a little before Christmas. And we were sitting down with somebody and another affiliate getting started, you know, and Mr. Young brought up my why. You know, he brought up my why to me, man. And, you know, and I know what it meant. It was a subliminal message because I trained this, you know, but I know it was a message from him to me that, Mr. Murray, you need to get out here and get back moving again, man. You know, this is what it is. You know, this business is what it is. You know, as we were sitting there signing up another affiliate, we could talk in code, and I knew what he was talking about. So understand, folks, whys are very, very important. So let's just open up right now. We've got a few folks on the line, and we want, you know, I just basically shared one of my whys with the audience here. And what I want to do is I want to ask, you know, someone to take themselves off mute and really just, you know, share their why with us.
I'll do my why.
Yes, sir, Mr. Dixon.
Yeah, my why has a number of reasons. I went all the way through high school, from high school to college. Did 6 years in college, thinking I was a business major, thinking that the system was going to really teach me about money. So I did literally 18 years of education. I mean, high level of education, total 18 years. And then after I graduated, it took me 10 years to pay off the debt for my education. And I still knew literally nothing about money. So now I've learned about gold, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, RAs, index funds, commodities, options, even Forex trading. So I have a strong why now. I have the ability now, through knowledge and wisdom, to go back and to start saving that money that I never was able to save because I never was taught that through the school system. So now that I got Karatbars, and Karatbars is literally a bank, okay? Because of the technology that exists today, Karatbars is giving each of us a chance to become our own bank. And because I see the vision and the timing that we're going through with currency changing around the world, I am taking ownership of being that banker. So that's my why.
Okay. Now let's be a little more specific, man. You talked a whole lot about education, and you talked a whole lot about you know, your knowledge in stocks and Forex and all of those other things. But what exactly is that doing for you, and what is it doing to motivate you? I didn't really get your why. I got a lot about, you know, what you like.
But now that I know how to leverage my money, it's all about leveraging my money. It's gonna give me my 4 freedoms back. It's gonna give me my time freedom, which means that I get my time back. It's giving me my mindset freedom. Okay, I'm joining a group, a community of people that are working together. And as long as I can get 1% of 100 people through this
Okay,
banking system.
let me stop you right there, because you just mentioned 4 different freedoms. So let's just focus on one of those. Time freedom. Okay, what is that extra time going to do for you?
It's gonna allow me to be able to do some of the things that I've always wanted to do in my life.
Like what?
I really want to travel the world.
Okay, there we go. See that now we're getting to your right. You want to travel. That's what. See, and this is important, because see, people will see. So the education, you already have that. I can't motivate you with the education. You already know how about Bitcoin. I can't motivate you with that. But the thing is, Mr. Dixon, is it still one of your goals, your reasons why? Do you still want to travel the world?
Yeah, I want to.
See, that's getting to it. So, you know, this is really part of the reasons why we go through this exercise, because it's the time freedom that you're looking for, and more important than that is that you want to travel. Okay, so we could go through the other whys and break them all the way down to the most minute point, which is really what we're looking for, that you are looking to travel. You need time freedom so that you can travel. So obviously, to be able to travel possibly as much as you want, you also need to be able to have some financial freedom and what have you. So we certainly appreciate you stepping up and sharing. To that note, Mr. Dixon, that's an awesome job. I want to pass this on to someone else. It's going to get one other person that would like to share their why with us. And I appreciate that, because that's why we like to have this as an interactive call, because really we can get into the nuts and the bolts of it. So, you know, that was an awesome share, Mr. Dixon. And I really don't want people to think like, you know, I'm getting on you or anything like that. What it is more getting to the pointed item of what that actual why is. All right. So thanks so much. Can we get one other person that'd like to share their why? Very quickly.
I'd like to share my why, Mr. Murray.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Ron Johnson out of North Carolina. My why is a wise man leaves a legacy to his children's children. So it's my desire to make sure that my babies don't work in corporate America. So that's my why.
See, there we go. See, that's it, man. Is it still important to you to make sure that your family, your children, don't have to struggle out here with finances? Man, that's it. That's it. Right to the point. That's an awesome why, sir. And that's the why of many of us, man. And I love that biblical scripture that you made reference to. You know, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Man, I love that. Matter of fact, I have that on my business cards. So appreciate you for sharing that, sir. Awesome job. But listen, in lieu of time, we're going to move forward from the why. I think you guys got the point there. And I appreciate those of you that stepped up and shared. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to this thing, and we're going to talk about the list, okay? Now, it's important that you guys have your gladiator forms, and if it's a little too late to go on and try to download those now, we want to make sure that you come to the training with those gladiator forms, but please make sure that you have pen and paper. You want to encourage your affiliates to come to this training with pen and paper, take notes. Okay, take notes of everything that they feel is vital, and then we're going to move into some of the most important parts of achieving the 5 and 5. So understand, your list is actually the first mistake that we make in business, because we think that we can manage our contacts through our phone. Okay, we think that we can just move through. And understand, man, I talk to people so often, and they say, yeah, well, I got all these people in my phone, and you go and they've got Jim in the phone. They got 4 or 5 Jims in the phone, no last name, no nothing. Okay, so we want to move the contacts from the phone to paper. Okay, so understand this: the first mistake is not in business is not putting the list together. Next, it's the list is in preparation of your grand opening. Okay, we don't want to just open and start a business. Okay, we want to launch your business, folks. So we want to have a grand opening. So it's vital that you have a large active list. Okay, next, it's your inventory. Okay, and when I mean it's your inventory, folks, we are really in the people business. Our side of this business is introducing this to other people. okay? Introducing this opportunity, introducing the gold savings, introducing the crypto, the gold back crypto to folks, letting them see the opportunity for themselves. It's not our decision to make the decision whether they're going to want to do it or not. It's our job to share it with them. So your list, each person on your list is like the groceries on the grocery shelves of a grocery store. That grocery store would not open up without having fully stocked shelves. So you want to have a fully stocked list of folks. And understand, the list is designed for duplication. You do a list, everyone on your team does a list. You can show them the importance of a list, because as you work to sign them up, you can show them, listen, this is your name on my list. I contacted you here, 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 and here. You went to, your first exposure was the video, which you watched on this date. You went to the private goal, you went to the webinar or to our live meeting on this date right here. And now we're sitting down and you're getting started. Listen, this works, okay? So, the list continuously grows. We prospect, folks. As you're out, you're meeting people. See, I don't go out to prospect. I just prospect while I'm out. I had this 3-foot rule, man. And when I'm in the zone, man, my wife would be like, well, why did it take you so long? Oh, you were out there prospecting. You were out there talking to people. Yes, I was. You know, it's nothing for me to be getting gas and I see somebody sitting up, filling up their car, and they got a nice vehicle. And I just step up and I pay them a compliment. Man, that's a nice vehicle you got there, man. What color is that? Oh, money green, man. That's one of my favorite colors. You know, by the way, listen, me and my partners, you know, you may or may not be interested, but we're expanding our business in this area. And you may know somebody that may be interested. What I like to do is exchange numbers and share a quick video that'll show you exactly what we're doing. And then maybe I can give you a call back tomorrow, say 10, or will 7 be better? Oh, 7? Okay, great. Well, look, man, here's my business card. Listen, here's the link to the video I need you to take a look at. And what'd you say your number was real quick? Boom. And I just grab my phone and I get it to my contacts right there. And I'm looking at my phone because I just asked them, what was his number, right? So now I'm ready to input it into my phone. And I'm looking down at my phone like this, and I'm waiting, because the first person that speaks loses. If I'm doing this and he doesn't say anything, and then I say, hey, well, you know, man, this is a great business, blah, 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 I just lost, because now I got to come back and ask him for his number again, okay? So what I do is I'm looking down at my phone until he speaks. I just asked him for his number. He understood what I said. So eventually he's going to say 301-440-5323. Okay, great. And what was the correct spelling on that name, sir? Awesome, awesome. Well, listen, man, take a look at that video. It's very short, about 8 minutes. Show you exactly what we're doing, man. There's some phenomenal information on there. I'm edifying the video, right? And listen, I'll give you a call back tomorrow at 7 p.m. God bless you, good brother. Have a good day. Boom. And I'm out of there. Took me about 30 seconds, if that, okay? So that's how we grow the list. We prospect while we're out, you know. And one of the things, some people get a little nervous about prospecting, but here's the thing. The more and more you do it, the better you get. And people are going to be as comfortable with you as you are with them. So if you're expecting the number, guess what? That's why ultimately he gives you the number, because he realized you are expecting to get that number. All right. So this is a whole nother training. We might come back to this another day and talk a lot about that. But again, the list is often the reasons your business underperforms, okay? Because you don't have a proper list and you're not keeping track of it. The list also allows your sponsor to work with you. So you must make sure that you provide your sponsor with the list. With your list, give your sponsor your list, okay? It's important that you do that. I was talking to Crypto Steve again yesterday, you know, and he was just talking about how he was actually working through some of his prospects list and how he'll have their list and he'll call them up and he'll be like, hey, look, let's go ahead and contact some of the folks on your list. I don't think we spoke to them before. Let's go ahead and contact them right now. So now you're moving your people forward towards the activity that's needed in the process. So awesome thing, folks. So listen, this is what I want to do. We're going to take about 10 minutes and we're going to see how many people we can get down on our list, okay? So you've got pen and paper, and understand I'm going to need you guys to step up and share. So those of you that aren't driving, okay, unless you can pull over, listen, we want to hear some numbers, like how many people you got on your list prior, how many you have on your list now, how many people you added. So again, interactive, and we're all leaders. We got leaders on this line. We got new folks, and we need participation. But listen, Just imagine you having 4, 5, 6, 7 different affiliates on this line that are new and they're going through this exercise. How would you want them to participate in this, folks? So understand, it starts with exposing people to your list, then it's getting them to the presentation, third party information, and then it's getting them to a training class like this that's going to show them how to work the business, folks. And then you, as a great affiliate, what you do is you work with the willing. You're not going to be able to make anybody do something they're not willing to do. So, but those people that really want this, they're going to show you. They're going to show you through activity because they're going to be calling you. All right. So you work with the willing. You know, Jim Rome says, man, I'll make this guy successful if it kills me. He says, I almost died. I love Jim Rome, man. But listen, grab that pen and paper, folks. We want to start this list right now. All right. Your mother and your father, they're still alive. Who are they? Put them on the list. Your mom and your dad should be on the list. Okay, before we now, actually, what we want to do is we want to put the 5 most successful people that we know, the people that we think will have the most success in this business. Let's get them on the list. 5 to 10 people. Let's start writing right now. Write them down. Write those folks on the list. Okay, who do you know that if they saw this, they could run with it, they could have success? Why? Because maybe they're influence, center of influence. Maybe they know a lot of people. Maybe they've had success in this industry before. Or what have you. Who's your mom and your dad? Put them on the list. Your mother-in-law, your father-in-law. Folks, my father's involved. He owns coins. He's an affiliate. My mother-in-law is involved. She has heavy gold investing, okay, in this in Karatbars. All right, grandparents, who are they? If they're still living, put them on the list. They'll probably want to support your business. You just heard one of the whys, okay, leave it an inheritance to your children's children. All right, making sure that they're straight, right? Okay, so this is why grandparents look at and understand gold. I'm talking to a gentleman, Mr. Andrew Walker, that I'm excited about because he sees the value in saving in gold. Who are your brothers and your sisters? Your children, okay? Both of my brothers are involved with this. Both of my children are involved, okay? Coins, gold, packages, the whole 9, okay? Aunts and uncles, we should be writing, folks, okay? We're going to open up and we're going to talk a little bit about the results of this list, okay? This exercise. Your nieces and your nephews, okay? There's a young lady that's on this call right now that is the niece of a gentleman that I know, you know, and then that's how she got exposed to this because her uncle shared it with her, all right? Cousins, okay? Got every aspect of folks that we just talked about, I actually have in this business already, okay? So I'm just sharing with you folks, you know, how we're become successful in this business. Write down your friends. Who are your friends, okay? These are some of your peers, maybe your neighbors, okay? Church members, you should be writing, okay? Sunday school class members. Folks that are part of your civic groups, your Rotary exchanges, your JCs, political clubs, your lodges, your fraternities, your sororities, some of your Masonic brothers. Put them on the list, folks. Your head should be down. You should be participating in this exercise. You should be writing right now, okay? Not looking at the screen, not looking at me right now. We need you to be writing. Grab that piece of paper. Even if it's a scrap of paper, folks. We need to hear from you. You need to be putting these folks down. Continue writing. Who do you know from school? Who did you go to college with? Okay. Who did you study for your master's with? Who did you go to high school with? Who did you just see at that high school reunion? Let's go back to our phones. Let's empty our phones out onto the paper. Okay. Classmates, schoolmates, former co-workers, people from your hometown. Who did you serve in the military with? Who's your doctor, your lawyer, your barber, merchants? Who's your dry cleaner? Who's your postal worker? Man, I know some postal workers that are strong 6-figure income earners in this industry, folks. Believe me, learned a lot from them. Who's on your church, your church directory? Pull that church directory out, all right? List of fellow employees, your work directory, okay? Who do you know at work? Who do you know that's in the sales field already? Maybe insurance salesman, car salesman. What business owners do you know? Folks, part of our list, we need to start thinking about K exchanges. Who do we know that owns businesses? Office managers, HR people. Who do you know that's an accountant? Who do you know in advertising? Who do you know in the Air Force? Who do you know in the Army? Who do you know in the Navy? Who do you know in the Marines? Who do you know that does nails? Who likes art? Who do you know that's a babysitter? Who do you know that likes books? When you go to the bookstore, they're always in the bookstore. Who do you know that does taxes? Bookkeepers. Who do you know that's in television? Maybe they have their own show. Who do you know that's a part of a credit union? Daycare providers. Who do you know that's a dentist, dermatologist, designer? Who does your hair? Again, we talked about your barber, your beautician. My barber's involved. He says a 3K pack. You know, he got on board early. Unfortunately, 3K pack right now gives you a VIP. He's a silver in the company. Who you know that works in a hospital? Who you know that's a nurse? Who's the last person you talked to about mutual funds and stocks? Who do you know in real estate? Who you know that likes jewelry? You should be writing, folks, writing names. Let's just put down those first names. We're going to come back and put the numbers beside them, okay? Who do you know that works on cars? Who likes perfume? Who do you know that takes a lot of medicine? Who do you know that's about to retire? Who do you know that might have a 401k just sitting out there with nothing to do with it, thinking about what they want to do with their 401k? Who are some of your children's teachers? Who do you know in other states? Who do you know in DC, Maryland, Virginia? Think about the states that touch your state, states within driving distance of you. Who do you know in North Carolina? Who do you know in Atlanta? Who do you know in Boston, Massachusetts? Who do you know in Idaho? Oh boy. Just thinking about a little joke I used to have with my wife. So no, let me stop, man. Who do you know in Massachusetts? Who do you know in Missouri? Who do you know in other countries, folks? Who do you know in Africa, Nigeria? See, we got folks on the line with people all around the world, we're in 127 different countries, folks. It's only about 180 countries in the entire world. And so the ones that are left, they're pretty small, but we're on our way there anyway. So who do you know in Australia? Who do you know in Canada? Who do you know in Germany, where the headquarters of our company is? All right, folks, I'm telling you, this is super important that we do these lists. So listen, let's open up right now. Let's open up and let's just see if we can get somebody to talk a little bit about their list. How many people do you have on your list? Who can we get to unmute and share with us?
I'll be happy to share something with you. It's Andre Pierstop.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the call.
So I'm gonna put a different spin on this. I just wrote down my list. Sergio and I are working together to do some three-way calls. At the top of my list, it says Center of Influences. So I want to talk to a lot of owners. I want to talk to people who work in the federal government who are experiencing this shutdown. I want to talk to, like you said, barbershop owners or nail salon owners. So I created a list. I can go off a few names if you want, but I do want to mention one quick thing. Last Thursday, I'm 52 years old, but I went back to my high school for 30 minutes. I spoke in front of 17 students talking about financial literacy. So we're already speaking with the younger generation to kind of instill some lifelong financial principles with them. While I did that, once I posted the photos on Facebook, 46 of my 50-year-old high school friends all thought it was brilliant. They loved it. They were excited. They were happy that I gave back. And now I'm going to start to work with influences to systematically enroll all of those former classmates from my high school.
Good stuff. Good stuff. We definitely appreciate that, sir. Center of influences are everything, man. And I tell you, my sponsor, Mr. Lewis Young, Lewis Davon Young, he is like the master of talking to Reds, centers of influence. I mean, and you just look at his business as a result of it. You just think within the last couple of months, he's had maybe 4 gold directors pop in his organization. The last gentleman, Minister, Dr. Reverend Dominic Curry, he hit gold director in 3 months in the business. Okay. So you're right on point right there with the centers of influence. That's important. That's very, very important. And that's really where you want to start your list off. Those are some of the folks, and we say, hey, put down those top folks that that will have success in this business, put them on the list. So let me ask you this, sir. If you could unmute, how many people do you actually have on your list?
So just the list that I wrote down as you and I spoke, on the top section of high school friends, there are 6 people there. When you look at people in California, there are 2 people there. When you look at people in the military, I'm looking at my actual godson who did open a free account with Karatbars. Now I have to get him moving towards the package. And when you look at my past real estate clients, I'm a real estate agent, by the way. So I have a list of a few center of influences who've already bought a house from me. So we already got that relationship established and that trust factor built up. I can go back to them and talk. And last on that list was a gentleman named Alex. He owns 2 barbershops. His wife runs the second one. He runs the first one. They're in Northwest DC. And I don't need to tell you that that's a high earning demographic of Washington, DC. So that's what my list looks like at this moment.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Let me ask you something, sir. You said you're 52. You from the class of 84?
1985. Yes, sir.
1985. All right, man. Well, you missed it, Bob.
I'm going to tell my real age, though, because I look kind of young.
I got you, man. You said 52. I'm 52 also, man. But I'm 66. Right. You know what I'm saying? 1966 born, man. But good stuff, man. Listen, sounds like you on your way to a tremendous start into a tremendous amount of success in this business as well. So we certainly appreciate you sharing with us here on the line, and thank you so much. Hopefully
I appreciate you greatly, and I just want to point out that Dr. Sergio Rozzelle has been instrumental. He has invested a great deal of his personal time and time away from his family. Understanding his daughter's in town this week, and he's working closely with me to get these folks on the 3-way call. And I just greatly appreciate him. I feel blessed to be a part of his life and someone that he spends time, nurturing and mentoring. So I appreciate you greatly, Dr. Rozzelle.
Dr. Rozzelle, if you're there, I know you're sharing, man. If you got a moment, you might, I don't know if you want to address that.
Man, the pleasure's all mine, man. I thank you, Mr. Bairstow, for your participation. And, honestly, man, I'd like to take a moment just to acknowledge there's so many great leaders on this call, and just thank all of you guys. I mean, really appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging in there with us. And, if we have some time at the end, I'm going to actually acknowledge, I want to just recognize a few people. But thank you, Mr. Bairstow. But Mr. Murray, thank you. You're doing a world-class training. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry I'm on here. It took me a while to get back on here, but I'm here. So thank you.
Absolutely.
There's stuff going on, guys. Sorry.
Appreciate you, sir. We know that you are with your daughter, and man, that's important. That's one of the reasons we do this business, so that we can have the time freedom to spend with our family. And I understand it's not often that you get a chance to fellowship with her. And so enjoy, sir. We certainly understand. We understand 100.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. And here's the thing, man. Dr. Rozzelle is definitely truly a treasure, man. And I tell you, Mr. Bairstow, you are doing exactly what I did myself. I spend a lot of time talking to Dr. Rozzelle on a daily basis, man. I have a tremendous amount of respect. I mean, who wouldn't? This gentleman is at the highest level in this company. And this is his training. He allows me to come on and do this shit and share this with everyone on this line. So I tell you, man, I'm just excited, man. And it's awesome to be able to be with folks that know so much and that have already had a level of success in this business, folks. So we're excited. And with that, we're going to go ahead and move on, folks. Continue with those lists, you know, as even if we're going through the rest of this training, you think about somebody else, put them on that list, okay? So now let's move forward. I certainly appreciate each and every one of you. Let's move forward. Let's talk about contact and inviting. First and foremost, you know, and I like the way Mr. Bairstow talked about how, you know, he started with this influencers at the top of his list. So what he's doing is he's identifying his prospects. So one of the ways that we identify our prospects is as red, greens, and blues. Reds are people that you look up to. These are your influencers. These are people that you go to for advice, maybe your mentors and what have you. And generally, we want to approach them with an indirect approach, okay? Now, again, Wealth Builders Worldwide has some approaches on there as well, okay? I want to drive you to those, but again, I know many of us are taking those trainings, so I'm not specifically going over those same aspects. I'm just opening up some additional dialogue. Greens are your peers. Your peers, these are typically the hardest folks to actually get involved. They're even harder than your reds, because typically reds see opportunity. They either see it or they don't, you know, but typically greens, they're your peers. See, they know, you know, your brother, you know, folks, your neighbors, you know, your best friends, they know your real situation, folks. So sometimes, you know, it's hard to get them involved. And in many cases, you want to use an indirect approach with them also, but you can go direct or indirect, depending upon how well you know them. Then, you know, and just to edify a little bit or speak a little bit more to an indirect approach, it's like getting your opinion. Hey, Dr. Rozzelle, you know, I respect you so much as a business owner. Got involved with something recently, and I'm super excited about it. I'd like for you to take a look at a quick video. It won't take much of your time, just to get your opinion. I'd like to get your opinion on this. Okay, you think you have a, you know, extra 10 minutes, maybe by noon you could take a look at this video, you know, boom. And it's quick, indirect. I like to get your view, your opinion on this. Peers, direct. Hey, listen, man, you know, especially your blues. These are people that look up to you. Direct approach. Hey, I need you to take a look at this, man. This is something that is highly impressive. Somebody brought it to me. I've got a lot of respect for it. 10-minute video, man. Take a look at it. Listen, I'll give you a call back by 12 o'clock. You can look at it by 12 o'clock, can't you? Okay, boom. Oh, yes, I can. Great. Well, listen, you look at it by 12. I'll call you back by 12:30. Boom, and you're off and running, okay? So again, select your approach, make the phone call. You want to be excited, smile when you talk, okay? Invite to a meeting, a three-way phone call, a tool. So never, you don't want to do all of the talking on the phone. That's one of the biggest mistakes that we make, because we're training people from the time that we're talking to them. And when we start telling them everything, they start to think that they have to know all of the facts, because they got to be armed to be able to tell the next person everything themselves. And we don't want them to think that. That's one of the primary reasons why we use third party. That's why I still use third party, even though I conduct the training, okay? So listen, get the commitment. When you go into the three-way phone call, you already know what it is you want. When somebody's calling me to do a three-way phone call for them, I'm like, listen, what is your objective? What is it that you want me to do? Okay, great. They've seen the short 8-minute video. They got questions. They're supposed to have questions, because that's what that's designed for. It's only 8 minutes. And I'm getting all of the facts. It makes it easier for us to transition them to a webinar, to a live meeting, or what have you there. So listen, they've seen the 8-minute video. They got a couple of questions. And what I like to do is get them to the Monday night briefing. Boom. Now I know what the objective is. Boom, and we keep moving. So know your objective, what it is that you're looking to accomplish, you know, when you call them and when you're talking to them, all right? Get off the phone after you're finished talking to them. Get off the phone. Don't stick on the phone when they tell you that they're going to look at the video, because if you stick on the phone and continue talking, now they're asking you more about the video. They've committed to watching it. Let them watch it, okay? Because the next questions are really to now that they've told you, now they're asking you qualifying questions to see if they're really going to go back and watch it. So you might say something that they know, oh, no, I'm not even interested in that. So they don't watch the video, okay? So get back to them, you know, text them back to confirm, okay? Hey, you know, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. So let's move forward, folks. I've already done this. I took you guys to the landing page. As a matter of fact, let's just go back there again. I want to just make sure, because some of us got on the line late, and let me just share with you. what we do is we taking folks to this SG site, to the SG site here. This is when you go to your karatgold.sg site, when you go over and you click on the referral links there, this is the landing page. So this is an entire plethora, is a ton of information here, all right, about the company, several different videos, all right. So if you haven't looked at this, folks, you definitely want to copy this link into your phone and what have you, but this is the video. Okay, so you play the video for them.
Financial stability, the feeling of freedom, security, and happiness.
Okay, so you play the video, and guess what? They have the link. So if they're ready to register, boom, they just hit the button, and guess where they at? Boom, right here. So from here, they click this, and when they click that, they come here. It's already got your sponsor details in there. They just go ahead, put the username, passwords, and they're on their way to getting started, folks. So definitely let's make sure that we are utilizing, you can use the landing page on Wealth Builders Worldwide. That's a great one as well. But this is one that a lot of folks are using as well. So with that, let's move on, okay? So let me get this up. All right, slide. So let's just talk about, contacting and inviting, the direct approach. And I'm going to need somebody to demonstrate how they contact somebody and invite somebody to look at the video or the landing page, all right? So again, a direct approach. Hey, John, I'm glad I caught you, okay, because you're rushing. I'm running out the door, so I don't have time for a whole bunch of questions right now. Real quick, I have something I want to share with you. You may or may not be interested. That takes them off the hook, okay? You want them to watch the information. And it will only take about 10 minutes of your time. So it won't take you won't take up much of your time. If I text you a 10-minute video, do you think you could watch it by noon today? Great. I'll text you the link and I'll call you back by 12:30 today. Talk to you later, sir. Talk to you later, good brother. Then follow up at 12:10. Hey, I got caught up in a meeting, but I'll call you back at 12:30. See, now, if they haven't watched the video, it's less than 10 minutes. It's an 8-minute video. So now if they haven't watched it, they have 20 minutes to watch it now, okay? So you're reminding them again to watch it, all right? Now, indirect approach, okay? Indirect. Hey, John, I'm glad I caught you. I'm running out the door real quick, sir. I respect you as a successful businessman. Another business owner, Mr. Murray, recently introduced me to a great business idea. You may or may not be interested, but I'd like to get your opinion about the information. And it will only take about 10 minutes of your time. I know you're busy, but do you think that you could view the video, the 10-minute video by noon today? Great. I'll text you the link and I'll call you back by 12:30 to get your thoughts. Thanks again. I'll call you back by 12:30. Boom. Simple as that. 12:10 again. Text them. Hey, I got caught up in a meeting. I'll call you back at 12:30. And at 12:30, you call them back. 12:29, you should be dialing the number. Okay, because one thing, we gotta be punctual. We've gotta be punctual. Now, these are some of the, I use different direct approaches. There are some other, and I use other indirect approaches. And again, Wealth Builders Worldwide has some other ways that you can do this. I like the way Dr. Rozzelle does it as well. So what I want to do now is I want to open up. We want to take a couple of moments just to kind of flow through this real quick. And if we can get somebody to I want someone to be an affiliate and actually call me up to invite me to look at the video or the landing page. So can we get a volunteer for that? All right, all these awesome folks on the line, can we get a volunteer for this? All right, I'm gonna call somebody out real quick. Let's just see, man. I hate to have to do this, and I'll give it one more time unless we can get somebody that just to step up. All right, okay. let's see. Miss Logan.
Mr.
Yes,
Murray.
Go ahead, sir.
I'd be happy to assist as a prospect or something.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, sounds good. Let's do that. So I'll be you're going to be you're going to be the prospect.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay. I need somebody to be an affiliate. You want to be the affiliate and contact and contact me as the prospect?
Okay. I'm a little sure, I'll do it.
Okay. I know you're a little busy right now. Let me just see if I can get somebody else real quick, sir.
Okay, yes, sir.
All right, great. Miss Logan, would you be willing? Mr. Dixon, how about Walter Florence? Can I get one of you guys to unmute your lines and just step up and be the affiliate, calling someone to share the information? We've all done it. Everybody on this line has already done it. Most of us have.
Good morning, Mr. Al Murray. How are you? This is Juan Martinez from New York.
Man, good to hear.
I had a feeling. I saw his name on there. I knew Mr. Martinez wasn't going to let us down.
Good stuff.
I know. I'm just finishing getting ready. I'm heading out to work, but I think I'm pretty much done. So I'll be able to jump in and do this while I get my jacket on. So.
Sounds good. Okay. So, Dr. Rozzelle, did you want to be the prospect, or you want me to go ahead and be the prospect?
I'll go ahead and be the prospect, and then if I want to, later on I'll switch up if I.
Sounds good.
If I can get a moment. All right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Al Murray. Is there any particular way you want me to do this?
Well, just you're contacting somebody on your list. Okay. And we kind of talked about, some direct and indirect approaches. So basically how to, just go ahead and contact, Sergio on your list.
Okay.
You're contacting him and you want to invite him to your landing page or video.
Copy. Okay.
Ring.
Hello.
Hi, Sergio. How are you? Did I catch you at a bad time?
Hey, what's going on? Well, no, you're fine. What's going on? How you been, buddy?
I'm doing amazing. Well, let me tell you, look, I don't have that much time, but I do have something I want to share with you. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, what is it? What you want to share?
Well, it's information that I bump into. I mean, a friend of mine that I know for a while, somebody that I really respect, went ahead and actually shared that with me. And I got to tell you, it is information that have already changed my life, and I guarantee that you're going to love it. And it's going to be something that you're going to be super excited about. Wait,
is this Scientology or something?
No, well, no, listen. I mean, I cannot really explain it to you over the phone.
Okay, I tell you what, Juan. You know what? You're my friend. Go ahead, send it to me, man. I'll take a look at it next week. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm losing the connection.
Oh, I said, yeah, sure. You know what, Juan, you're my friend. I'll take a look at it. I'm real busy the next couple of weeks, so I tell you what, in a couple of weeks, I'll take a look at it. Okay.
Okay, so let's do this. So how about I just send you? I reach out to you in a couple of weeks, and then I'll be able to send you that information. Otherwise, if you have 10 minutes, I'll be able to send you the information right now, and then I'll call you back in like 11.
Oh, 10 minutes? Okay, yeah, go ahead, send it to me now, man. Perfect.
Okay, cool. I'll give you a call back in 15 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and then I'll be able to answer whatever questions you have.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, great.
Excellent.
Good stuff. Appreciate that, sir, Mr. Martinez, because what you did is, and that's what's awesome, is you don't have to do a script verbatim. What you did was you made it yours. And I really like the way you edified the video, you put some priority and some emphasis on watching the video by saying that it changed your life. Okay, I like that. Those are great things. And you were busy, which literally you're running out the door right now. So that was awesome, man. I definitely appreciate sharing with that. Not only that, but Doc, did you have any comments related to that contact?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I thought it was great. and the way he handled my objections by, you noticed he wasn't going to send me the stuff if I wasn't going to watch it then. Or, he wasn't selling for 2 weeks. There's a sense of urgency. And Ms. Martinez, the way you did that, the way you segued, you still kept it off. You didn't take it away. You semi-took it away. Where he was like, you know what? When you have more time, I'll send it to you. And I think that was an excellent way to do it. You didn't succumb. You didn't start talking about gold and saving money. I think that was excellent, man.
Well, no problem, guys.
Great. Let me ask you this, Dr. Rozzelle. Why is it important not to send the information when the person cannot look at it straight away?
Well, I think what it does is it edifies your time. It maintains your posture. It also edifies the information. Because if you send it right away, if they're telling you they're going to look at it in 2 weeks and you send it right away, well, several things are going to happen. They're going to, if they're not going to schedule to talk to you right now, the philosophy is don't show them anything until you can show them everything. Because what you're doing is you're de-edifying the information. It's not that important, obviously. You just said you were on the run, but you have something important to show him. But if he wants to wait 2 weeks to look at it, well, you know what? This may not be for you, but I tell you what, I'll follow up with you in 2 weeks. What that does is that it takes it away, kind of, lets you know you're still open, but your posture is, this is urgent. This is happening right now. This isn't something that they can wait on. And you know what? And we all know here on this line that there have been so many incentives that roll out. It's a different business. It's going to be a different business 2 weeks from now than today. We already know this. So those are some of the reasons. And Mr. Murray, can you think of a couple other reasons why you wouldn't want to send somebody something if they're going to look at it in 4 months?
Yeah. Well, I know the primary reason why I don't is because it takes away my posture. It puts me in chase mode now because I've already given you the information and you're not watching it. So now it's like I'm calling, hey, did you get a chance to watch it? Hey, did you get a chance to watch it? Hey, did you get a chance to watch it? And that's not where I want to be, because now it seems like I need you in my business. And as far as the posturing is concerned, that's not what I want. I'm here to share something with you of value, and if you don't have time to watch it right now, guess what? For your best interest and for my best interest, I'll share it with you when you have time to take a look at it.
Absolutely.
Mr. Murray,
yes,
if
sir.
anything, that's exactly why I said what I said. If you tell me that you don't have time to watch it within a week or like within a day or a couple of days, most of the time I will pretty much take it away. Like I was like, hey, listen, so whenever you're ready, I might be able to reach out. But if not, then, because I'm not going to send you a video, this information that I just showed you that changed my life. And then you're going to give me 2 weeks period to actually watch it. And then I'm going to have to be like all over you, like following you, chasing you for me to see if you already watched it. So time in this business is the most important thing. And definitely you need to learn how to value it. So there's no way that I'm going to be chasing anybody for 2 weeks to see if they watch a video. So you have to definitely put time ahead of yourself and always value your time.
And that's an excellent point, Mr. Martinez. Honestly, I really, and Mr. Murray, honestly, I got to be honest, I'm a little more hardcore. I don't halfway take it away from them. I take it away from them. If they tell me they're going to look at it in 2 weeks or something like that, then I immediately say, you know what, this may not be for you. Man, thanks so much for your time. I got to run. And then I'm off the phone. Because it was that important, especially, Mr. Martinez, you said it changed your life. And so for me, and I'm not saying it's the right way to do it, but I assure you, anytime you do that, if you say that to a friend, somebody who respects you, he called me on first name basis, and we're buddies. If you say to me, if you say to your friend that something changed your life, and then they're like, well, I look at it in 2 weeks, you say, you know what, man, that's okay. It may not be for you, man. I thank you for your time. I'll talk to you later, because I also have some more calls to go and to do, and that also shows a sense of urgency. So absolutely, it's all about postures. It's all about timing. It's all about edifying the actual video. So, so that, man, excellent job. Excellent points, gentlemen. I appreciate you.
Good stuff, good stuff. And you are, Doc. You hardcore, boy, because you taking it away like that. Me, I'm always trying to really keep the door open, to a certain degree. What I'll tell them, and I'll say, okay, great. Well, you won't have a chance to take a look at it for 2 weeks. I'll follow back up with you then. How about, and I'll open up my calendar and set a date, and I'll put that in my calendar to follow back up with them. So I'm not quite that hardcore. You had a lot of success in this business, and I'm still building hard. So that's kind of the way I do it, But I appreciate you guys stepping up. Now, Mr. Martinez, if we can move, I would like to maybe, if you could follow back up now with Sergio, if you wouldn't mind, how would the call back sound?
Okay, so let's make it really quick. So ring ring.
Hello.
Hi, Sergio. How are you? How you been?
Oh man, I'm great, Juan. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. So, do you have a chance to watch that video?
Oh yeah, I watched it.
Awesome. What was the one thing that you liked about the video?
I like the fact that I can get gold, make money. I like cryptocurrency. I can leverage my time, and yeah, man. I think it's a phenomenal plan. Yeah.
I mean, I knew you were gonna love it. That's exactly why I wanted to show it to you, because I knew you were gonna appreciate the information. And that's exactly what I love about this company too. I get to save and go, acquire cryptocurrencies, build my column, my asset column. I mean, basically, we were getting rich by helping other people save money. So it is a great opportunity, and I knew you were gonna love it. So look, I have on the line one of my mentors. He's a great guy. He loves to have fun. He's super smart. He has a lot of.
Listen, man, no disrespect. I just really don't have a lot of time right now. You told me you had 10 minutes. We can talk tomorrow, maybe.
Well, I'll tell you right now. Look, this is not gonna take more than 5 more minutes. It's important that you at least listen to somebody more experienced than me when it comes to this opportunity, because he's going to be able to answer all of the questions that you have. He has 100% of the correct information, and he's a great leader. His name is Mr. Al Murray. He's from the DC area, and he's been doing this for a longer time than me. So I know you're going to be able to be impressed the way I was impressed myself. Mr. Al Murray, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Murray, this is Sergio Rozzelle. He's a doctor, super professional person, very smart, very successful in his own area. And he don't really have much time. So if you could chime in real quick and answer whatever questions he have in order for him to get started, just take it away.
Good stuff. How you doing today, Sergio?
I'm good, Al. How are you, Mr. Murray?
I'm good. Hey, listen, allow me to introduce myself very quickly. My name is Al Murray. I'm a local business owner here in the Southern Maryland area, and I'm extremely excited by this opportunity that has my partner, Mr. Martinez, and I aligned with this company that's been in business since 2011. This company is doing some phenomenal things worldwide, and we're super excited. I understand you had a chance to take a look at some of the information. Is that correct?
Yes.
Great. And what did you like best about what you heard or saw?
I think it was pretty good, man. I had a couple questions. I like the gold and the cryptocurrency. I mean, who doesn't like making money, man? I think it's pretty cool. But I had a couple questions about is pyramid is one of those things like Mary Kay or Amway or something, or what's.
Well, it sounds like you got some good questions there. First and foremost, man, you sound a lot like me when I first took a look at the information. I definitely like the understanding of gold. Cryptocurrency is something that I'm highly excited about as well. And this company is doing some phenomenal things in both those lights. And me too. I was wondering, hey, is this one of those pyramid things? But then, the gentleman said something, that helped me through. Past that, he just said something that made a whole lot of sense, and I've been sharing it with folks ever since, man. And it's that pyramids are illegal. This company's doing business in over 127 different countries around the world, and they just don't license pyramids around the world like that. So that pretty much put me at ease. But let me just ask you a quick question. Does this sound like something you'd like to get a little more information about?
Yeah, absolutely. I want some more information.
Outstanding. Well, listen. we are having a live webinar on Tuesday at 7:30. I'll be conducting that webinar. It's a private invitation only webinar, and I'd like to personally extend an invitation to you. And what I'll do is have Mr. Martinez send you a link. And what we ask is that you log on to that link about 5 minutes early and just type your name, city, and state in the chat. That way Mr. Martinez will know that you're there. And would you be able to make that this Tuesday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, sir?
Tuesday might not work for me. Yeah, Tuesday might not work for me, man. I sing on the choir, and it just might not be a good day. Is there another day?
Well, here's the thing, man. Tuesday is a big church day for folks, man, and that's exactly why we have another opportunity at the same time on Thursday. So would Thursday at 7:30 be better for you?
That's perfect.
Sounds good. Okay, great. Well, look, I'm going to go ahead and put that, time is money, and I certainly appreciate the opportunity to talk to you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and knock you in for one of those Thursday slots there. And again, Mr. Martinez is going to shoot you that webinar link. And if you could just log on about 5 minutes early, type your name, city, and state in the chat. That way we know that you're there. Just listen, take some notes. And at the conclusion, I can guarantee you'll have 110% of the facts to make an informed decision as to whether this opportunity is something that will benefit you, like it's benefiting Mr. Martinez and myself. And before I let you go, sir, I don't know how well you know Mr. Martinez, but I just got to tell you, man, this gentleman is doing a phenomenal job helping folks all across the country and the world, for that matter, just sharing his business and helping a number of folks just reach the top level in this company. So certainly feel free in knowing and comfortable in knowing that you're working with one of the very best in this industry.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Great. Well, listen, sir, it's been a pleasing pleasure to talk to you. I certainly look forward to sharing the rest of the facts with you on Thursday at 7:30. Look forward to talking to you then. Mr. Martinez, I appreciate you, sir. And could you make sure that you get Sergio out the information to the webinar on Thursday, sir?
Yes, sure. No problem. Thank you, Mr. Al.
You're welcome, sir. I appreciate your help. Thank you much. Boom.
No problem. Sergio. Hey, Sergio, so I'm going to go ahead and send you that link, and then I'm looking forward to seeing you on Thursday, okay?
Well, before you do that,
yes.
I mean, so tell me about this guy. So how long have you known him? Is he okay, I'm not going to go through that, but I just wanted to make a point there.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I mean, he's a great guy. He's okay, so I guess do you want me to actually follow through and tell you about
No. What I was saying is, so just a point I want to make is when Mr. Murray finishes that, just hang up.
Okay, there you go. Okay, perfect. There you go. Okay, well, yeah, no, boom. I'll see you Thursday.
Great. Right. Well, listen, man, we certainly appreciate you for helping us out there, Mr. Martinez, and it's no wonder you're having a tremendous amount of success with your business out there in the New York marketplace and all around the country, for that matter. I appreciate you for stepping up, and understand, folks, this is an interactive training, man. We need folks like Mr. Martinez to step up and help us out with this, because I could sit here, or Dr. Sergio Rozzelle could sit here and just talk to you all day long, but we want you to hear the practical. We want to see you. We want you guys to see and hear how this business actually works. So it's okay to do it, and to do it in a manner in which you do is just a way to help you get better. So let's shift gears a little bit, and let's
Mr. Martinez, I want to thank him as well. Thank you, Mr. Martinez. I hear you out there in the streets of New York. I hear horns and everything. Really appreciate you for stepping up, sir.
No problem, sir. I just wanted to say thank you again, and I ran out. I was actually running, so I ran out of air while I was talking to you guys. So definitely, I hope I was some of help for some of the new teammates who need to learn how to do a three-way or how to talk to their prospects. So practice made perfect. That's all I got to say to the new guys. Practice made perfect. I didn't know how to do a three-way a few years back, but I went I got on the phone and I got people on the phone, and that's how I learned. So let's just keep doing it, as many three-ways as you can, and that's the trick right there.
We appreciate you. There's no wonder why you're just doing such a phenomenal job. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Murray.
Incredible. Thanks again, sir. Well, look, folks, you just heard it, from two of the best in this industry. And, you just heard it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to just outline a couple of things that you heard basically in the three-way phone call as well as in the invitation where we piqued the interest and followed up. So understand this. This is all about edification, man. You heard Mr. Martinez. You heard him edify the video. You heard him edify his expert. And then you heard the expert edify Mr. Martinez as well, okay? So edification is super important here. It creates and it builds respect, all right? So say something good about the person. It's just hitting the personality traits. You know, you heard, you know, he knows all of the facts, okay? That's for those fact-driven people. The spring type of person is the person that likes to help folks, you know, somebody like a minister or a doctor or someone like that. You know, it hits, you know, those fun, the summer type of person that maybe is like a DJ or something like that. Somebody that likes to have a lot of fun, okay? And then also, you know, understand this person's having a lot of success. So you're hitting that winner personality as well, the person that's money driven and what have you. But here's the thing. Understand that he is extremely busy. Hold while I get him on the line. And that's one of the things that I like to do because I'm trying to overcome objections before they arise. So before Dr. Sergio Rozzelle can tell me that he doesn't have a lot of time and that he's busy, as in my edification process, I'm telling you, listen, this gentleman, hey, listen, Mr. Murray knows all of the facts. He loves to help people. He likes having a lot of fun, and make no mistake about it, he's having a tremendous amount of success in his business. He's extremely busy, but what I love about him most is he always takes a little bit of time to help me with my business. Listen, hold on for a second while I get him on the line. Click. I'm not asking. That's a statement. Hold for a second while I get him on the line. Click. And that's one of the hardest pieces to the transition there when you're moving from taking a person from actually watching the video to trying to get them to the expert, okay? So that's, you know, so employ that, use that, practice it, and teach it to your team. So understand this. Some of the nuances of the actual three-way phone call that you heard. First is you, okay? You call your expert first to make sure that he's available, okay? Make sure that your expert is available. Maybe call 2 people. Make sure that they're available, okay? So you've got an expert available to you, got a backup, okay? Then don't interrupt them. Don't interrupt them while the expert is talking. If you're getting an expert on the line, there's no need for you to talk, remember, okay? So then thank the expert after the appointment is set, all right? Now, the thing here is that you and your prospect, who's on a first name basis, okay? Your prospect has trust for you, all right? Now, because your prospect has trust for you, as you edify the expert using, hey, he knows 110% of the facts, he loves to help people, likes having a lot of fun, he knows make no mistake about it, he knows how to make income in his business. Now you're edifying the expert, and what that does is it builds respect between your prospect and your expert. And in many times, I won't edify my prospect to a large degree. Okay, I got respect for him, but again, I need my prospect. I'm going to edify my expert a lot more than when I'm edifying my prospect, because I want my prospect to say, wow, who is this guy? Who is this Dr. Sergio Rozzelle that you want me to talk to? Who is this guy, Mr. Murray? Who is this guy? Wow, who is this Mr. Martinez guy? You know, that's what we're looking for here in a three-way phone call. So understand, folks, as Mr. Martinez said, you're going to get better at this as you practice it. So again, some of these things, folks, I do them in the mirror, and I practice it in the mirror. I watch myself, how I say it, my mannerisms, I make sure that I'm saying it with a smile on my face so that it projects the right image to the person that I'm talking to. So now let's move on to private goal receptions, folks. Your private goal reception is the way that you launch your business. So before you get off the phone today, I need you guys to look. I need you to open up your phone and your calendars right now and set your private goal reception date, okay? And this is how you launch your business. As a new person in this business, you wanna schedule your private goal reception, and those folks at your private goal reception, listen, they're going to get involved at your private goal reception. They're going to set the dates for their private goal reception at your private goal reception. So we do the private goal reception to set up more private goal receptions. So set that date up within a week of getting started in the business. Okay. So we need you to do that, say by next weekend. We want to have that done Saturday, Sunday, Next week, we want to at least have your private goal reception set up. So set that actual date. Put that date on the top of your list right now, okay? Then we want you to go through. Remember, this is your actual grand opening. Don't just open the doors as we talked about earlier. You want a grand opening, okay? And your sponsor is going to help you set that up. Now, schedule more than one. You can put 2 on the calendar right now, back to back, because those that won't be able to make next Saturday, they may be able to make the following Saturday, okay? So you can set up more than one. Put them on the schedule. Schedule them now with your expert. Don't change your room around, okay? You don't know how many people are going to show up. So if you change your room around, somebody, I'm used to coming to your house and I see how your house is set up, and you change the room around and now you set up chairs and you got 15, 20 chairs set up out there, and I'm the only one that shows up. Okay, now I'm looking at this like, wow, am I the only idiot that showed up to this thing? You know, that's what I'm thinking inside of my head. But whereas if the room is just set up the way it's normally set up, guess what? This is a private gold reception. So if I'm the only one that shows up, it's fine because it's a private gold reception, right? So don't change the room around, folks. And it's so much more impressive when you have to add chairs than take them away, okay? So don't change the room. Only serve light refreshments, man. And you don't even have to serve refreshments at all. Chips, you know, a non-colored drink, chip and chips. Ask your guests to bring ice, okay? Because if they're participating, they're bringing ice, that locks them in, and you get a better chance of them coming. Have paper applications, folks. Because it's a phenomenal thing as you pass those applications out to everyone, and even the affiliates start filling those applications out. Everybody fills those out because you're setting up your free gold savings account. Everybody has one that comes to your private gold reception and they leave with a free gold savings account, folks, and you can set that up. So make sure you have paper applications, okay? And then set up your private gold reception for all new affiliates, okay? So everybody that says, hey, I'm a part of this, boom, whether they're just getting a free gold savings account, guess what? They can have a private gold reception as well, okay? For the folks that they know, like, and love, invite them over to your house or their own, okay? So private gold receptions are important. You want to make sure that you set that date up straight away. Now, listen, folks, we've got a homework assignment. Your homework assignment is to contact your sponsor, the person that invited you to this training. You want to let them know that you have your list together. So what you need to do is I really implore you to go back and make a conscious effort to put together the largest and most dynamic list that you can. Put the numbers beside that list, okay? And then email your sponsor a copy of your list. Give them your PGR date. So take a picture of this screen right here, folks, because this is important, okay? This is what's going to help you build and launch your business into the stratosphere, okay? So let's make sure that we're doing this, okay? Then let them know that you are ready to start contacting and inviting, piquing people's interest, see if they're available for three-way phone calls. So now, folks, just imagine as you are building and running through this business, getting phone calls from 3 or 4 folks Saturday evening. Hey, I need your email address. I need to send you a copy of my list. I've got 100 names on my list. Okay, I want to make sure you get the copy of that. And by the way, I've set up my private gold reception date for this particular date. Are you available to do that, or you think we can get somebody to help me with that? Okay, and then that's the time when you can work with your sponsor to get the actual date. You know, maybe that date doesn't work for them and you might have to put together another date, but you work that out. And then you're letting them know, and they're letting you know that they are understanding of how to do a three-way phone call, and they're ready to do it, folks. This is how we build a business. This is duplicatable, okay? So what you do is you invite your new affiliates to this training, to the other Wealth Builders Worldwide trainings as well, you know, but when it comes to this one, we're going to sit down and we got to go through the nuts and the bolts of putting that list together, and we have to be interactive. So when nobody isn't stepping up, we need more folks like Mr. Martinez, okay, to step up and actually help, okay? So it's not something where we want to just be here just listening to Dr. Rozzelle or myself, okay? This is interactive. So that's your homework assignment, okay? Go to Wealth Builders Worldwide, register, view the map, view the site, you know, know, as a participating Wealth Builders Worldwide team member, we commit to acquiring a minimum of 1 gram of cash gold a month. Some people are getting 1 gram of cash gold every week. Some people are just getting 5 grams a month. Okay, but commit to doing at least 1 gram every month. And as an individual affiliate, you should be generating yourself anywhere from 5 to 10 transactions per month. Now, even if those transactions are you just going in, buying your 1 gram a month when you first get started, buying your first 1 gram in increments of $5 by buying 1/10 of a gram, buying another 1/10 of a gram, buying another 1/10 of a gram. That's 10 transactions to get a full gram. Okay, and it doesn't cost you any more. It's the same price, the same low price. So again, folks, and this leads to promotions. Okay, this is this philosophy behind this, because this helps folks when you start hitting those gold director level or bronze, silver, gold director, director elite 1, 2, and 3. It requires transactions. Okay, and the best way to get transactions is as we break down and we're getting our gram of gold. You're building your wealth as well. Okay, so we definitely want to make sure that we are participating in that. Here's the schedule, folks, for the week. You can go to Wealth Builders Worldwide and get the whole dynamic schedule. But immediately, what we're doing here in the Maryland marketplace is we've got this Waldorf meeting on Monday, Tuesday 7:30 webinar. Wednesday we've got our team call. Thursday 7:30 webinar. Saturday we're here with Dr. Sergio Rozzelle and myself. Saturday also, Monday through Saturday, we also have the power call every single day at 10:45. Dr. Rozzelle is doing his Gold Brick Show today at 5 o'clock. Normally it's at 2, but today is at 5. Stay plugged in, folks. And excuse me, without further ado, it's 10:27 now. We have our 10:45 power call today. So we want to make sure that we're jumping onto that. I want to thank each and every one of you for participating. Please put the information that you learned today to work for you and your team. Come back next week. Invite your new affiliates to this webinar, folks. And I want to give a special thanks again to Dr. Sergio Rozzelle for giving me the opportunity to share on this training with you guys. So with that, I want to turn it back over to Dr. Sergio Rozzelle. I turn the call back over to you, sir.
Mr. Murray, Mr. Bussin' thank you so much, sir, for another world-class training. You are truly appreciated by all of us on the team, and I can simply say that I can't think of a better person or a better presentation of this training than you've just given, sir. You're a consummate professional, and I mean, really appreciate you taking the time that you take every single Saturday to be this servant leader and to help us out so much with doing this. So, folks, I hope that you realize that you got some great content and value out of this. A special shout to Mr. Martinez, Mr. Dixon, and Mr. Johnson for participating with us today. Folks, I tell you, practice does make perfect. Mr. Martinez says, I hope that you realize that there were some other tremendous leaders that were on this call, and understand if you want to see how they're having a success, make sure that you look at what they do. Do what they do and you'll have what they have. So make sure that you plug in to everything. And again, I just wanted to thank Mr. Murray again. Thank all of you for taking time out of your busy day-to-day for investing in yourself, saying yes to yourself and your goals and your dreams. And I look forward to seeing everybody at the next event. Success is voluntary and you deserve it. Mr. Murray, are there any questions? Or Mr. Murray, do you have anything else you want to say before we release the call?
Well, we can open up. We've got a minute or two or so. We can open up to see if there are any questions from anyone that is participating. If you have any questions or comments, feel free. You just need to unmute yourself, state your question or comment. We can have the dialogue, and then please make sure that you mute out afterwards.
Quick comment, Mr. Murray, Dr. Murray. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Yeah. Hey, thank you again. Just like Mr. Dr. Rozzelle said, we want to appreciate you and your professionalism. Just yesterday, I had an encounter. My chiropractor, I was doing some work on one of his vehicles, and I mentioned Karatbars to him, and he's a chiropractor. And he was really down We set up the meeting. We'll get together next week at 12 o'clock on Wednesday, and we'll share this business. So with that being said, the professionals, doctors, lawyers, teachers, professors, just want to remind everyone, they're open for this too. We just got to share the information.
That's awesome. I'd like to say something very quickly. See, it's so important that you said that because, Dr. Steigerwald, who is all of ours upline, he's Mr. Best upline. He's a gentleman. He was a world-renowned chiropractor, and he is one of the top income earners in the entire company. So it's good that you can utilize this training to, try to see if you can somehow connect with Dr. Steigerwald, and maybe he can even help you with a three-way on that. So
awesome. I'll reach out to you, and maybe you can get me connected with
Absolutely.
Dr. Steigerwald, so we can get the best out of this, because he's really open. He even mentioned to me that he's already saving in gold and silver. He told me that. I was like, wow. Like, you would be a great fit for this. He was like, well, he said, I want to learn more about digital currency. I've been looking for someone who would tell me more about digital currency. So that was my chiropractic, guys. That's all I'm trying to say. Thank you.
Thank you. See, you guys, it's so important when you open up, and you never know. We have a team here, so we have a great support system. So thank you for sharing that, because now, we may be able to actually help that process right along. It's 10:30 now, 10:31. So guys, thank everybody. We want to really respect the time of this call. We know everybody has to get ready for the power call. Thank you for being on here. We really appreciate you. And that's all I'm going to say for now. Keep soaring. See everybody on the next event, the power call. And of course, we have Sunday night training. Take care, everybody. Keep soaring. Au.